Hello YouTube! If you're asking yourself the question if you should upload videos, do live stream, or maybe do both, well, in this video I'm going to talk about the things you should consider if you're asking yourself those questions. And the first thing to consider is, how are your people skills? If you're a very extroverted person and you love to talk, you love interacting with your audience, then live streaming is definitely going to be something for you. But on the other hand, if you'd rather just take your time, if you're a little bit more introverted, if you don't really like chatting or interacting at all, then maybe uploading videos is better suited for you. Or if you're a very confident speaker, if you just love to talk and talk and talk for hours on end without hesitation, you don't stumble over your words, then absolutely streaming is not going to be an issue for you. But if you'd rather just take different takes, maybe pick the one that suits you the best, if you like to really prepare what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, then maybe streaming isn't for you and uploading videos is. Just know that even though you don't like to chat and you don't like interacting, you will still have to interact with your audience, as in replying to their comments. So it's not really about talking or not talking. Whatever you do, if it's uploading videos or live streaming, you will have to still interact with your audience. The only difference is the way you interact with your audience. And then the second thing to consider is the workload. Now, if you don't like to do a lot of work, but you are okay with getting very, very intensive in a short amount of time, then streaming is probably good for you. On the other hand, if you do like to do a lot of work, but you can spread it out over time, then doing videos is probably better for you. Although both for videos and for streaming, you will have to do some work beforehand to prepare your content. So it's not like streaming is no work at all and it's only being active during your stream. That's not true. But in general, for videos, you will have to do more work beforehand to prepare, and you will have to do more work afterwards as well to edit your videos. While for streaming, it's maybe not a lot of preparation, it's not a lot of work beforehand or after, but during your stream, it's very, very, very intensive. Then the next thing you should consider is your time management. So if you're okay with having to be ready at the same time, on the same day, every single week for a set amount of hours, then live streaming is probably better for you. But if you'd rather prepare in advance, really take your time to get your videos made and even get ahead of your schedule by days or even weeks, then uploading videos might be better for you. So live streaming is more of a continuous commitment, but for a short amount of time, while uploading videos, you do have more margin, but you will typically spend more total time per video than you would per live stream. Then another thing that you should consider with your time management is, can you stream for your audience when they are at home? So if you can only stream late at night or early in the morning because you work nights, for example, maybe streaming isn't the best for you. It also depends, where does your audience live? Are they in the same time zone? Are they in a different time zone on the other side of the world? So it might be a bit different for you, but it is something to consider as well. So definitely make sure you can stream for your intended audience. Then another thing to consider is your equipment. How much equipment do you have? If you're just doing videos, you just need one monitor, any type of microphone. It can be a huge microphone because it doesn't need to be hidden away from your camera or something. So you don't need that much when you are doing videos. On the other hand, if you are streaming, you might need to think of a few things to make your stream look nice, but also run smoothly. Now, these things aren't super necessarily at all, but when you do have them, your stream will look just so much nicer. So if you choose to stream, I would suggest first of all using dual monitors, because if you have multiple monitors, you can play your game on one monitor, use the other monitor to keep an eye out on chat, keep an eye out on your streaming software, have multiple tabs open, just whatever you like, and your stream will just run so much smoother. Then secondly, if you are streaming, I would suggest using a boom mic or a directional mic, because you can put that behind your camera and it won't be anywhere in shot. If you are doing videos, I would say use a clip mic or a lapel mic, because it is closer to your mouth and I do think it is better quality audio with those. Then my third point here is to use a webcam. And you can use your webcam when you're doing videos as well, obviously, but especially when you are streaming, I would suggest use a webcam, because your stream looks so much nicer. You have a more of a familiar feel to your audience as well. I just like it more. I know not every streamer uses a webcam. It's fine because, as I mentioned, it's not super necessary, but it does look nicer. And if you look at most professional streamers, they use a webcam as well, and for a good reason. Now, another thing that is webcam related but not hardware related is, when you use a webcam, make sure your background or your wall isn't empty, isn't blank. It doesn't have to be super expensive. You can just put up a shelf with some action figures or something. That's perfectly fine. Or like me, put up some lights, put up some posters. It just looks so much better in my opinion. Then lastly, if you're asking the question, should I stream, should I upload? Why not do both? Because they're not mutually exclusive. Lots of people stream and also regularly upload videos, sometimes even on different platforms. So if you love doing it, if you are willing to do it, if you have the time to do it, you don't have to choose. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was it. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you've learned something. And if it did, please consider giving me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It definitely helps my channel out a lot. But I thank everybody so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you all again in the next video. Bye!